You just got off of a 1-month tour, 5 different countries.
Yeah.
5 different battles.
5 battles in fucking 1 month, man.
Multiple languages.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's all a blur. What do you remember?
It's crazy. Shit is a blur while it's happening. So, like, I feel like right now it's all starting to come back to me these couple days. I've only been here for a day now, but I mean, you know what? I remember just the reception from the crowds. Every crowd I went to, I just touched them in a different way, man, and I made them lose their mind, man, and I think that was the most important thing for me, that I got, like, the reaction of the night in every single venue. Granted, a lot of these were just like me as the main event, and I was the main attraction there, but even in England, when I showed up to the By the Pound, which had a bunch of American superstars there, me showing up was like a surprise battle, and I took off the ski mask in front of everybody. That also was like the highlight of the night. And just the sounds of the crowds and just the love definitely is still resonating with me right now.
Amazing. I'm not sure I have this in the right order, but Amsterdam, Netherlands, you battled Jeeves.
Yeah, it started in Berlin, actually, versus Gemini.
Okay.
So I started off in Berlin versus Gemini September 6th, and I flew out to Germany like August 29, so I flew out a week early. I stayed out in Berlin for a week, did a lot of filming and shit, so then I did that battle. Then Jeeves was 12 days later.
Amsterdam.
Then the next day was versus Quill from England.
Well, let's take a quick memory from each one. So being out in Germany, battling Gemini, what do you remember from the feeling from that?
It was 1,300 people that came to see us, so it was a sold-out show, packed out to the max, more than the fucking events here in America get. So it just felt like back to like regular scheduled programming for me, because just I like building and doing smaller shit, but I always got to do like the bigger shit, and I just feel like it's been missing over here. So it felt like I was back in the motion when it just all came together, and we was at the venue, and it was just an incredible feeling. So the Germany thing ended up crazy. I was happy with my rounds, besides the fact that I lost my voice, because my first round was so fucking crazy that the crowd wouldn't shut up no more, and I was screaming at them and begging them to shut up so I could finish my lines, and I lost my voice in the process. But it was a crazy ass experience, man. The Germany, like, to start off the trip, Gemini was the hardest battle out of all of them, in my opinion. So, like, it was a big weight off my shoulders getting that out the way.
Nice, that was a good one. So then you went over to Amsterdam in the Netherlands.
It was Amsterdam versus Jeeves.
Yeah, what do you remember
Jeeves,
about?
I rapped in 3 languages. I rapped in Arabic, Dutch, and English. Again, I rapped in German, rapping in German too in the previous one, highlighting back on the other one in Germany. It was just a crazy experience, and it was easier for me to rap in Dutch because the Dutch thing, I didn't have it as planned to do. So I had some time, because I had 2 weeks, I started working on it. And so I was able to rap in Dutch. And then the next day I showed up in England.
England was Quill, right?
Yeah, I battled Quill the next day. We did a fucking crazy-ass one-rounder. I rapped for, like, I don't know, it was like a 10-minute round. But I went crazy.
And you're familiar with London, been there a bunch of times.
Those are my people, man. Definitely was good to be back in London. It felt like home.
Did the energy keep up, like, when you first hit
Yeah,
Germany?
because it was crazy, because I had just done the crazy-ass Berlin thing, and then I shut down the Amsterdam shit with the Dutch, and I was like, how the fuck am I gonna fucking outdo these? And it was just the surprise battle versus Quill outdid it.
Super dope.
With the energy.
And you went over to Poland, right?
No, after that I went to Portugal.
So Portugal, after that, Mr. Burns.
Yeah, that was the Portugal Mr. Burns. That was an interesting, different. So Portugal is the first time to have an English battle. So I just basically brought battle rap to Portugal. So I that's a staple there forever. So now it exists there, and it's going to happen more. So that was like a crazy thing for me. Both Poland and Portugal alike were 2 countries that have never had a cappella English battle rap. They've had it in their languages, in their respective languages. And in Portugal, I rapped in Portuguese too, the whole 3rd round. So I completed my 7th language.
That's super dope.
In a high-profile battle.
Yep, and you finished it off in Poland against
Which was
Oxfam.
like a crazy experience, because like I didn't know what to expect from the crowd. It's their first time watching a live English battle. I was very shocked to see how much people were my fans, and like were familiar with me because I was like, all right, this is gonna be the one where like half the crowd's probably gonna know who I am, or like 20 or 30%. The rest are gonna be Polish like fans. Nope, the whole fucking crowd knew who I was. It was pretty fucking crazy.
Super dope. And not too long from now, you're gonna be back out in Paris. While you're here now, do you feel like you have time to like decompress and relax?
Yeah, because I got 5 weeks. I got like 6 weeks actually. I got a month and a half. So, no. I got a month and 10 days. So, 5.5 weeks.
So it's your first time in Paris?
No, I went to Paris in June. That's when I locked in the battle. Actually, I went out there just to scope the shit and to just get footage for the Rhymes Without Borders shit because I'm doing like a documentary worldwide about how battle rap has impacted the whole world and like what we do. And bringing cultures together and showing like there's versions of us scattered all over the planet. I went to Vietnam and fucking, it was crazy. I found all these battlers, but the French shit was crazy because I went and I met up with Lunik and Ala Doom and fucking Marty, Ala Doom, fucking, and Lunik, who are like known rappers out in the French scene, and I got to interview them and see like, you know what I mean? They took me to the spot where all the battles happened and they showed me like, you know what I mean, historical shit. So it was a crazy experience linking with them and just setting up with the battle with them on the fly while I was in Paris because I was really vacationing and just going around Europe in June. And I was like, fuck this, I need to work. You know what I mean? While I was doing all this shit. So like I just started, in Norway, I went and met up with Nils Maskills and started filming him and his boys. And once I got down to Amsterdam, I went and I filmed Jeeves the first time and I caught them at their event like way back in June. Jeeves was battling some British kid and I set up the whole face off with him mid-battle and I slapped his hat. So then I head from Amsterdam that very same week. I got on a bus and drove through Belgium and popped up in Paris. And I popped up in Paris to go there for 3 or 4 days just to fucking sightsee and maybe just find some of these French battlers and fucking take pictures of them and I just ended up just being like, fuck this shit. Like, I'm setting up a battle here, you know what I mean? Like, because I set one up in Holland, because when I went to Holland, on that trip, I set up the one with Jeeves. So the Jeeves one was set up back in June too. So I came there, set up that one, went to France, set up that one, and then I flew back home. And then I came back now this time and just fucking ran through everybody, you know what I mean? And just added more shit to it, added Portugal, added Poland. Portugal was supposed to happen like 2 years ago.
Okay. So what are you looking forward to first battle in France?
I don't know, man. I honestly, France, I feel like France is going to be the toughest one with English. I feel like they're going to be the most like non-receptive to it. So I don't know. I might have to rap in French, to be honest with you.